Hey guys, we're back. The DWF here. It's Dan WrestleFan, and today we're looking at action figures. These are the ones I just got recently, within like 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, we've got Pentagon Jr. to look at. Next, we've got Commissioner Foley. Next, we've got Gunther. Next, we've got Mommy, Rhea Ripley. Next, we've got Edge. Next, we've got Rey Mysterio, and next, we've got Eddie, oh, he fell, Eddie Guerrero. That's right, guys, we've got quite a few figures here to look at. I just knocked them all off completely. We'll look at them in the box first, and then open them as we do, and just take a look at everything. Let's start with Eddie. This is the one I'm most excited about. The hardest one for me to find, absolutely, was this Ultimate Eddie. Looks good in box. Back of box also looks quite amazing. Looks like someone tried to get into this box. Looks like they... Oh, it's open! It's just opened already. Is this... I'm going to have to check online now to make sure this is all the stuff Eddie's supposed to... It looks like it's all right. The hands are definitely right. The shirt's right. It's just the... I think that's the title he's supposed to come with, and the heads look right. I think this is right. Well, I wasn't expecting that to be open. Someone must have been trying to swipe this, because my Walmart is super sketchy. And, probably they might have been trying to swipe this. Let's look at the Rey. The Rey looks good. This one is not open. Also from that same Walmart. No one trying to get to this Rey. But, good looking Rey. Oh, we didn't even look at the back of Eddie's box, did we? Because we just saw it was open and just... I freaked out for a second. Anyway, here's Eddie. Looks good, obviously. Yeah, so that's definitely the belt. That's the only thing I could have think maybe they wanted to switch was the belt. But they didn't, or they tried to steal the belt and someone caught him. I don't know. Who's to say? But then we have the Ruthless Aggression Rey with the Aztec gear. Looks really good. Hopefully it's good in hand. We've got our Edge. Looking quite awesome. Should I get the Sami Zayn from this set? I don't think I'm getting the Austin Theory because the heads are so weird. I don't like them at all. I like this Edge. I just don't like that his gear definitely looks darker than Rhea Ripley's. That purple looks darker than Rhea's. So, I don't know. I don't like that. Here's the Mommy. Rhea's looks just awesome. Her box looks good. The figure looks good. I wish she came with more than just 2 extra hands. That's... I don't know. Maybe they're like... It seems like they're saving everything. Like, Gunther only comes with 2 extra hands too. It seems like they're just saving everything that would normally come with these guys and putting them in the Ultimates now. Oh, I like that a lot. That's such a good, like, picture for him. And then we've got Commissioner Foley, which he comes with a bunch of extra stuff because it's like a legend, so they maybe have to put more stuff with him to try and sell the figure. I don't know. Does he have the Raw's War Mic? Oh, he doesn't. Okay. I already have like 2 or 3 Raw's War Mics, but that's my favorite Raw, so try to get more of those when I can. And then the Pentagon, of course. And this is just like, I don't know, this AEW, man, you guys are really good at advertising your figures. Like, you get to see them in action. I love this way more than just, I mean, I don't think there could be a better Gunther unless he had, like, his hands just behind his back. But, like, Rhea Ripley's, it's alright, but would like to see that be an action shot. Same thing with Edge. Wish we saw, like, action Edge. Like, this is such a good Rey. Like that a lot. And the Eddie is so good because it's like, that's Eddie. That captures Eddie so well. What was Foley? Yeah, Foley's is good because it's like Commissioner, he's talking in the mic, but they're just kind of boring. And then you get an AEW and it's, I don't know. Anyway, enough judging the boxes and criticizing those. Let's get into the figures, shall we? Alright guys, here we've got a look at our figures and accessories. Let's just dive right into them. We've got Commissioner Foley, which, let me set the camera up here. We've got the Commissioner tag to put on his desk. We can focus in on the right thing here. Maybe, there we go. The Commissioner tag to put on his desk. On the other side, it's blank. Maybe you could write whatever you want on this side, and the other underside is just hollow. So put that on the desk. Got a nice little Commissioner. I might use that for backstage. We've got the little cactus, of course. A little welcoming plant. Probably put that in a backstage area once we get that set up. We've got his 2 mic holding hands or weapon hands. We've got the other thumbs up hand, which I'll probably use. And then he comes with a thumbs up hand and a gavel, like in hand. It's just molded into the hand. Paint's a little bit off on that. That's probably the only complaint I have with this figure. I'm not wild about these, like, shoes. They aren't my favorite on a figure, but, I mean, it works for Foley. We've got the removable shirt to the commissioner shirt, and we've got the grinning head. I mean, this is such a good figure. I feel like this is going to be a shelf warmer for some reason, though, because this isn't the best Mick Foley figure. I mean, obviously a Mankind, a Dude Love, a Cactus Jack would all be better, but I'm getting the feeling this is going to be a shelf warmer, because I think we're getting the Mankind in the, or I guess they're out now, the Defining Moments Mankind, right? With the thumbtacks in the back. So we have that one. So this one's probably, I don't see people getting this too much. So if you guys want this one, you'll probably be able to find it pretty easily. I really like it. I think it's a good figure, but I also like management figures a lot. Yeah, and this is just, I mean, this is such a good management, because it's not like suit management. It's sweatpants, t-shirt, and flannel with ripped sleeve. It's so good. I love it. Anyway, moving on. That's Mick Foley. We've got our Pentagon Jr., which you guys can tell that this is a very early Jazzwares figure, because it's so, like, it's so stiff. Like, it's a pretty stiff figure. But this is when they had, was this Series 2, I think? So, like, I think this is just the second Jazzwares AEW figure. It's a pretty stiff figure, but it's still, like, it still feels good. Like, I actually prefer this to what they're doing now. Because, like, it's solid. Like, I can't pull this apart like the Jamie Hayter just, like, you hit her with the sword and she just falls apart. So, I like early AEW figures. Hopefully they go back to whatever they were doing here with this. He comes with the extra hand. I switched the hand. He comes with this hand, but I switched it to the open hands because I like those better. So now I can switch out the black and gold Pentagon and Ray Fenix for the black and white. I like this look better on them. I think this just makes them look, I don't know, I like the black and white better than the black and gold. And maybe that's just me, but I like the black and white. It just pops. Like, the black and gold is nice, but this really pops, the black and white. So that's Pentagon. Moving on to a figure that I'm very excited for. The Gunther figure. He is slimmed down. They really trimmed him up. He's got black and red trunks. He's got his open hands behind the back. Oh, they even did, like, the tailcoat dots and the button dots on the side. I like that. It's a nice cloth jacket, not a rubber. We'll get into the rubber jackets. They're coming up. You guys know how not just me, every toy collector, every action figure collector is so sick of these rubber jackets. They suck. Anyway, here's the Gunther figure. Very happy with this. He comes with 2 grappling hands, mic holding hands, weapon hands as well. I'll probably be switching over to those because they're way more usable and more playable. And this season of DWF, when we get into, like, some weapon fights and stuff like that, he'll need these as opposed to his open slapping hands. So that's the Gunther. I'm very excited for that. Probably only more excited for this figure here, the Eddie Guerrero Ruthless Aggression Ultimate. This thing is just nice. Now, I have another prediction on why this Eddie was open. I think this may have been a return, because when I pulled him out, he was stuck here at the waist. This waist did not move at all. But guys, if you have that, if you ever get this issue where you have a waist or any joint that is stuck, secret inside tip, take a hairdryer for 30 seconds on high setting, whatever the high setting is, hold it about 10 inches away from your figure, so your hairdryer's here, your figure's here, and just heat whatever joint you need on high setting for about 30 seconds, and it'll loosen these joints right up. The plastic will get warm enough that you can actually move it and bend it, just like with older figures. You couldn't just pop heads off and stuff like that. You'd have to heat them with the heat gun and just, or the heat gun with the hair dryer and just heat them up until their joints got nice and warm and loose that you could just pop the heads off. Do the same thing, just don't pop it off, just loosen it up. But anyway, he comes with his World Championship. He has 2 extra head sculpts, the smiling and like the open mouth laughing cheering, and he's got his smirk head, which I don't know. I'm torn between which one of these 2 I want to. Actually, that's a good one too. I don't know. I might just leave him with the smirk for now. He's got his like the Hardy hands. That's what it always reminds me of the Hardy Boys doing their intro dance. And he's got his 2 fist hands as well as his 2 weapon holding hands, mic holding hands that he comes with. So I'm very, very, very super excited for this Eddie Guerrero. This is going to replace our current Eddie. I almost guarantee it. I don't think there's a better Eddie out. The shirt was extremely difficult to get on. If you guys do get this, you have to pull his arms back and put them up like that. And that's how you get the shirt on. If you guys get the figure and you haven't gotten the shirt on yet, because it's a very small shirt for this big-chested Eddie. So yeah, it's tough to get on. And this is not a Velcro one. This is like the slide-over ones, which I really like because it gets rid of the Velcro. But then for your big barrel-chested guys like this Eddie, it's tough to get it on your figure. Next, we have our Judgment Day Edge. And actually, I'm going to do the Judgment Day Edge and Rhea together because this is the first figure / set of figures that I have complaints with. The leather rubber coats suck. Like, this is just so dumb to me. And look how difficult this one is. Like, this is so hard to try and get off because the shoulder pads are so thick. Everything is so thick on this. I hate this jacket. And 2, it's 2 different colors of purple. Like, your Judgment Day, you don't have like a Judgment Day color queued up, mixed up, ready to go. I don't know. Call me crazy, whatever. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. I love the Judgment Day. I've always loved the Judgment Day. Since Edge was the leader, I loved the Judgment Day. I just don't like that this doesn't match at all. Like, even his off, like, purple there is not the same as her purple. It's not the same. I don't like it. I don't like the leather. I mean, Rhea's rubber jacket isn't nearly as bad, but we've had like that really good Sonya Deville that had the cloth, like leather jacket. That was so good. Please, Mattel, please just switch over to those completely. Anyway, Edge also comes with his elbow pads and his 2 closed fist hands with his equipped mic holding hands. Maybe I might try and get this jacket off and then we can get a look at Edge underneath. And Rhea comes with her 2 extra mic holding / weapon hands. And then finally, guys, let's clear the board here of them. And finally, we get to look at Rey Mysterio, Ruthless Aggression Ultimate figure. Hands down, the greatest Rey that we have. I love the Aztec gear. Now, the belt, like, it clips on the side, so it's not like a noticeable right in the back. I like it, and you can't even really tell that the clip is right here. It blends in so well. The top piece just slides down over his head. He's got the ultimate posability. He's got the big Aztec headdress, which, as you guys can see, makes him way taller, at least in appearance-wise. He's got the baggy pants, which that's always been my favorite Rey. I love baggy pants Rey. I don't care for the only tights Rey that I like is when he did Batman. I was like, okay, cool, Batman. The Flash was okay. Didn't love the Flash. I loved Batman. Didn't love the Flash. It was okay. But I like the baggy pants Rey. That's my favorite Rey. I think current Rey is the red baggy pants with the Eddie Guerrero armband. So we're going to be switching that out for this one. I forget which brand he's on. He might be Top Rope Orange, would be my guess. But that's, I mean, I love this Rey. He comes with an extra head that I don't care too much for, and he's got his open grapple hands that I might switch one of them out because he doesn't have any mic holding, weapon holding hands. He's got 2 fists, but we've got plenty of black gloves
that we could switch out for a weapon hand, mic holding hand. So yeah, that's my review on these characters. Rey is probably the best of the lot, with Eddie being a very close second and Gunther being a close third. Let's see if we can pop this jacket off the Edge and get a better look at him. All right, we took the jacket off of Edge and off of Rhea. Instantly way better characters. If you guys do take the jacket, if you guys do get the Edge, remove his hands before taking the jacket off, just because it makes it easier. It's still kind of difficult to take off, but it's still a bit of a pain. That jacket is just, it's too much. So when we look at the Edge without the jacket, sorry Rhea, we're going to stand you to the side for a second. He just looks so much better. Like the pants, like I already had like an instant regret for buying this figure just because of the jacket, but now the jacket's off, I am not regretting this purchase anymore. I like this Edge a lot. Call me crazy, but I might switch his head out for like long hair Edge. Maybe. I know that doesn't make sense, but I just think rated R superstar, like young Edge on this would look so... You know what? No. We're getting a Ruthless Aggression Edge in like 2 months, 3 months, whenever that comes out. Whenever the Ruthless Aggression Edge comes out. Oh, wait, no. That's coming out soon. We're getting a Ruthless Aggression Edge. I'll just get that Edge. And then I'll have a young Edge and an old Edge. That'll work. That'll work perfectly. But anyway, yeah, this Edge is so much better now without the jacket holding him back from his unlimited potential here. And then with Rhea, same thing. You take the jacket off, and I love this figure even more. She's got the feathers falling. Dang, can't see it. There, you guys can see. You know what? We're just going to move the camera. You can see the feathers like falling down the back. It's so cool. She's got all her tattoos, the fishnets, the belt here with the chains on the side. Would you stand, please? Please stand. She's got her little scale paint under her eye. Can I focus in on it? I guess I can't really get in too close just so you guys can see it, but there. You guys can see the little scale under the eye. The judgment scale, of course. The scales of justice. It's just... without the jacket, it's just instantly a better figure. But, maybe you guys like the jackets and stuff. It's good if you want to have, like, a collection to stand around on shelves. But for what I do and what a lot of you guys do for playability, those leather jackets, man, they're just not that great. The cloth jackets... yeah, cloth jackets are okay. I don't really mind cloth jackets. Because that cloth clothing is so easy to remove from characters. I have no problem with that. But anyway, guys... That's what I think. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. That's right. Once we get to 500, one of you gets an action figure of your choice. Well, of a selection that I will... I just can't... I can't say I'm going to buy any action figure because I can't afford every WWE action figure. But we will select one subscriber at random and send you a list of action figures that are available and accessible for me to purchase and then send to you. We'll get your information and everything. We'll send you an action figure once we get to 500. We're at 300 and something, almost 400 now. So by the time this comes out, we might even be at 400. Who's to say? Any stinking ways, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully these reviews on action figures are informative for you and helps you make a educated decision on whether you want to get a figure or not. Let me just real quick go through. This is the best Rhea Ripley figure out. Not the best Edge. I think the Ultimate Edge is still better than this one. I like this Edge. Ultimate Edge is better. This Eddie Guerrero has to be the best Eddie Guerrero figure in existence today. Same thing with the Gunther. That's definitely the best one. Not the best Mick Foley, though. I like this one, but definitely not the best. Pentagon Jr., there's a new one coming out, which I'm very excited to get my hands on. I like this one, and this might be the best one out, but I'm excited to get my hands on the new one with the new Rey Fenix and the new Pac figure to complete Death Triangle. And this is absolutely hands down the best Rey Mysterio to date. Unless you like the Rey Mysterio with the tights, there's a decent the Batman one that just came out 2 years ago. The gray and blue Batman one. Awesome figure if you want the tights, but if you like the baggy pants, hands down the best
Rey Mysterio. Anyway, that's my reviews and what I think on these figures. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Leave it in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Bye!